Okay, besides the 30 delays this video had, I would like to thank y'all for not 400, not 500, but 600 subscribers. Like, how did we get here? I feel like I was sleeping the other day and suddenly boom, I got double the subscriber count I had before the version 0.5 update. Aside that, this video is a hybrid of many. For 400 subs, this video became 2 guys in 1. For 500, you guys got an additional Q&A at the end. And for 600, I actually didn't think about that. I'll push the reward to the next video. Anyways, enjoy the videos, and please stop asking me how to get heroes, because it's on the chest, dude! Ah, cards. We all love them, especially for the huge boost they give. But we also agreed that making the most efficient card decks take a lot of time and intelligence. And if you're seeing this video, you probably don't have one of them. Which is intelligence. Let's stop wasting time and go straight to the guide.
Okay, roll the drop.
The most awaited guide in UT history. How to get the 5 age upgrade. I've seen your comments and I'm here to answer all questions. First of all, this guide will only show you what you need to do for each upgrade. Only 5 age will show a full-on list on the stats. Before we start the guide, it is highly recommended that you reach the current endgame of UT, which is max transcend upgrades, challenges, and fusion score at 2.1,000 or more, although 4.4,000 is more recommended. The setup for 2.1,000 fusion score is point deduction 6, double trouble 3, and change of pace 3. The setup for 4.4,000 is point deduction 9, extinction of science 3, and change of pace 3. By getting to the end game, you can save a lot of time when getting to 5 age. I'll say one more thing before we start the tutorial. Don't be impressed by the fact that most of the upgrades require a lot of waiting and that the cards deck shown in the last video I use a lot here. It is recommended that you alternate between them with the resources you need. Example, for hardcore upgrades that cost points, keep switching between the XP, AXP, and point deck. For upgrades that cost transcend points, use the transcend spam deck. Autoclicker is recommended. Enough talking, let's get to the guide. Now, let's get to what you all have been waiting for. This upgrade is seriously so annoying and boring to get, but since you've gotten all upgrades, it wouldn't hurt wasting just a little bit more time. 2 days of waiting. That's right, you didn't hear anything wrong. It is 2 whole days of playtime waiting. Sure, you can reduce the time, but to only around 1.5 days. Anyways, I am now going to show all the stats I had when I got the 5 age upgrade. It was much harder back then, especially when Cage Free Egg did not work. So I got barely any AXP. And those were the guides. I hope they were helpful. Also a reminder that I respond to most comments about the game. So if you thought these guys were absolute garbage and didn't understand anything, you can ask me more specific things in the comments. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, we have to do the Q&A for our 500 subscribers special. Before we start, I have separated game questions from actual questions, since there were a lot of game questions. But I don't blame you guys, the game is indeed confusing for certain people. And I'm here to help everyone, not to humiliate and ignore. Alright, let's start off with game questions. I have already opened all the packs with cards, but I'm missing one more card. Where can I get it? If you have opened all the packs, maybe it's an outsourced card that's missing. The badges for outsourced cards are Delusional, Briefing Room Anyone, and Minesweep. What cards do you use to get enough money for hardcore? Turing Machine, Golden Ratio, Luxuria, Point, Bad Apple, and any card, since it'll get disabled by Bad Apple. But I do recommend using the Point deck using the start of the video. What cards are suitable for mining Horse Coin and for mining Plutonium? Use the mining card deck shown in the first guide and then mine in layer 1 for Horse Coins and on layer 7 for Plutonium. Is the ASAP card useful and what does the Gula card do? Is it effective, for example, for hardcore? No, the ASAP card and the Ghoul card are absolute garbage, don't even attempt to use them. Best way to get Gamma? Use the Gamma deck and grind the Iron Master. How do you get more points? I'm stuck at 1 tridecillion. Have you tried progressing a little bit more into the game? I don't think you can do hardcore with 1 tridecillion points. Will you make a speedrun video, like Transcend speedrun or something? Nope, I won't make a 1 second long video. What is your EUT leaderboard status right now? Since you asked for them, here they are. What did you do before you started making videos? Like, what Roblox games did you even play? Well, before making videos, I played a lot of upgrade tree games, but if you want to go further back in time, I played a lot of tower defense games. Talking about tower defense, I also merged this other question about what I think about tower defense games. And honestly, they're pretty cool, but the tower defense formula on Roblox is getting kinda boring. It's just the same thing all over again. You start with a weak tower, grind for hours for better towers, and finish off the game by beating the hardest game mode or getting the hardest achievement. It just doesn't hit the same anymore. How did you find EUT and what made you hooked on the game? I found EUT on my recommended for you page. Like, no joke, I just found it laying there and thought, oh wow, this game has an ASAP style, and then it became hooked on the game because it's just weirdly fun. Like, even though the game might get boring after grinding for hours, I just find a way to entertain myself in the game somehow. It's just the fact that it has a unique style and gameplay that I even say that it is the best incremental game on Roblox. Why did you want to be a YouTuber, and where do you see yourself in the next year? I became a YouTuber purely out of boredom. I just see making videos as a hobby to help people struggling with a game that has hard mechanics. And about where I see myself next year, I'll still continue making content, but I don't think I'll be a big YouTuber. It's only about time until another huge guy YouTuber makes a video on UT and I get forgotten like the piece of dust on the corner of a shelf. Which is better, beef or chicken?
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses.
Okay, that joke is dead. But unironically, I'm more of a chicken person. I don't know, just tastes better. What's 9 plus 10? Hint, it's not 19 or 21. 20? I don't know, bro. You literally ended the joke as soon as it started. Like, what the hell am I supposed to respond? Do you have a life? No. Are you planning on making guides for other games besides UT? Actually, I was thinking of doing that, but it wouldn't be as efficient as UT guides. Since nobody makes guides on UTs and I'm really the only person does that, I get more views due to demand. And I'm not going to go into a full-depth explanation on demand, but you get it. Underrated game, hard mechanics, only one guide YouTuber. So if I make a guide on a popular game for already hundreds of thousands of players and over 1,000 guides, my video wouldn't get a singular view. Why did you decide to make Badge as your name? Have you mastered any other games apart from everything Upgrade Tree? Actually, my first nickname wasn't Badge, it was Chaotic. Then after some time I noticed it sounded cringy, so I changed it to the Badge Collector. But that name was way too long, so I stayed with Badge, which was how most people called me in most games and Discord servers. And about mastering other games, I did used to play a lot of TDS and Tower Blitz, but then I changed to incremental games, in which only EUT is the one I've played the most. What's your total playtime on EUT, and do you sweat other games? As of writing the script, it's 130 days and 18 hours, or 3,138 hours. And again, yes, I did used to play a lot of tower defense games, so I used to grind for hours just to get one update done. How long have you been playing EUT? Differently from total time in EUT, I started playing in December 23rd, 24th and continued to grind until this day, so I'd say around 6 months at this point. By that logic, yes, I didn't play EUT for 2 whole months. Well, since there weren't enough questions for this video, I decided to make up some extra ones for myself. So here we go. What do you think of ASAP quitting the dev team? I get it, the news might be sad, but he's right, he does have a life. That doesn't mean producing updates to UT if every single month is his life. He has school to focus on and the community doesn't help with the stress, especially when certain people keep on sending death threats to ASAP because he delayed the update by a week. Like, come on dude, you're playing a game about waiting and you can't even wait for an update? This isn't an extra question, like someone in my comments actually asked this, but it doesn't really fit for actual questions, so here it is. What is your opinion on Tyler the Creator? Mama, chasing a ghost, but I don't know who he is. Dude, his music is so fire! And last extra question, do you plan on making games or even participating in the dev team of EUT, either it being by becoming a tester or developer? Well, yes, I did have plans to make a Roblox game, but I noticed I wasn't prepared and ended up scrapping the idea. And about participating in the EUT dev or quality assurance team, yes, I do have plans on participating as a tester or even a dev if I get good enough at coding. Still, I do have to wait for tester applications to become one, and I don't think they're coming anytime soon. And finally, that's the end of the video. I'm really sorry for the delays that this video had. I was busy with school stuff and I wanted to make this video the most well-edited video so far. I see you guys next time, and see ya!
What?